By now, you've probably seen the amazing Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. The movie's going to premiere in theaters and on HBO Max March 31st, 2021. But is it true that the Godzilla known as Mechagodzilla is also appearing in the movie? Or is that rumor just a big fat fake? I've got the answer to that titan of a mystery, plus answers on a couple other things that you guys are curious about. Like this picture that claims to have caught a real UFO over the freeways of Los Angeles. A news story that wants us to believe the Texas police put out an arrest warrant for the fictional Chucky Ray character from the movie Child's Play. And this picture that claims to show the world's first hotel based in a helicopter. I've got all that, plus a new mystery video, my favorite fake of the week, and a whole lot more. So grab a snack, sit back, and get ready to test your brains. Hey guys, Bill here. We're going to be shining the old flashlight on that Mechagodzilla mystery in just a second. But first, I want to let you guys know I want all of you to sign up for the Bill's Channel Early Alert System. If you want to get an early alert of big fakes coming your way, like asteroid hoaxes, fake end-of-the-world predictions, and other things that scare you, just take a few seconds to click on the link in the description box below and sign up. Thank you. Now let's get on with our main story today, and that is whether or not Mechagodzilla is going to be showing up in the Godzilla vs. Kong movie. The question was first sent in by Kong Fan 2020, Zach Plays Roblox, and Shin Kebab 99. Kong Fan wrote, Bill, is it true that Mechagodzilla is going to be in the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie? Kong Fan, I'll be honest with you, my Hollywood contacts aren't as good as they used to be, but I still got a few tricks up my sleeve, so let's take a look. A quick look around the internet reveals a lot of information about both Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. Godzilla is an organic living creature, but Mechagodzilla is more mechanical and alien. Mechagodzilla first appeared in 1974 in the Japanese film Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. In this film, it is depicted as an alien villain from outer space. But in later films, it's usually depicted as a man-made weapon designed to defend Japan from Godzilla. Now this new movie, Godzilla vs. Kong, well, it's been coming for a long time. The first rumors of it were reported as early as 2014. And ever since that time, there's been a lot of speculation over what the film is about. Now, according to the Internet Movie Database, also known as IMDb, this is what the story is.
The epic next chapter in the cinematic MonsterVerse pits two of the greatest icons in motion picture history against one another. The fearsome Godzilla and the mighty Kong.
Okay, well, that part is actually pretty predictable. Hello? I mean, why are you going to have Godzilla and Kong in the same movie and not have them duke it out for top spot?
As a squadron embarks on a perilous mission into fantastic uncharted terrain, unearthing clues to the Titan's very origins and mankind's survival, a conspiracy threatens to wipe the creatures, both good and bad, from the face of the earth forever.
That sounds about right for a big movie like this, but on the other hand, it doesn't even make a hint about, Godzilla being Mechagodzilla, or Mechagodzilla is in there on its own. So my next question is, where is that rumor coming from? Well, if we look closely at the trailer, we can definitely see a few quick shots of something that looks like Mechagodzilla. The first appearance comes in the second shot of the trailer. It's a metallic-looking Godzilla type of monster, which appears to glow red. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in the MonsterVerse version of Godzilla, doesn't he glow blue? I think the plot thickens here. Another mysterious appearance comes about halfway through the trailer right here. On the screen back here, we see this text block. But just behind it, there's an island of a Mechagodzilla there. You see it? So, you know, I think it's pretty obvious there really is something going on here, but exactly what? Well, that's a question for you. What do you think? You think Mechagodzilla has a real role in the new movie? Or is that just some background appearances that don't amount to anything? Go ahead and let the world know what you're thinking by shouting out your answer, or just leave your answer down in the comment section, okay? Go for real if you think Mechagodzilla has a real role to play. Fake if you just think it's some background visuals that don't add up to anything. And as usual, just go with unknown if you don't think we have a solid answer. You ready? And go. Hey, while we're waiting for everybody to make up their mind and get in their mecha answer, what do you say we take a look at this week's mecha mystery video? The video was first sent in by YK Mations and is called Dennis Robot Malfunctions and Becomes Aware. It was posted by Oni Plays, and well, it's kind of a mystery. I looked around and couldn't find any solid answers on this thing, but if you happen to have your hands on some solid facts and want a shout out on my next show, then send me your answer and your proof to mysteryvideo billschannel@gmail.com. Now, about that mystery video from last week, I showed you guys this video, and this video wants us to believe this animal was frozen in place while it was on the move by an extremely cold weather event. Thanks to Tisetso from South Africa, we now know this video was shot in Kazakhstan this year during an epic cold period where temperatures dropped to minus 51 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 46 Celsius. Lex 338 supplied a link to a longer clip that showed more than just one frozen animal, but it was Carson 0085 who was the first one to provide the real smoking gun. The French publication, The Observers, took it upon themselves to do a major investigation on the video. They were able to pinpoint the location to a village in Kazakhstan and, in consultation with veterinarians, determined this video is staged. This is what Dr. Tracy Dewhurst had to say.
No, animals do not freeze while in motion. The only way they're going to freeze standing up is if they're caught in deep snow and can't get down on the ground. They actually want to lie down and they want to cuddle up so that they can keep their central organs as warm as possible. So animals, when they freeze lying down.
All right, guys, so in the end, I think this is what happened. These animals did die, but they didn't die on the move. They died laying down. Whoever made this video propped them back up to make it look like they froze on the move and then kicked them over, which I don't really agree with. I think that's kind of mean and it kind of desecrates that poor little animal. But what are you going to do? Thanks to everyone else who sent in answers. All you guys did a great job. Thank you. Coming up, I have the answer to Mechagodzilla, and later we're going to take a look at that strange UFO over Los Angeles. Okay, so now about this mystery of the Mechagodzilla appearing in the Godzilla vs. Kong movie coming up, right? You remember that? We were just talking about that, oh, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes ago. Anyway, well, let's take a look at this. I have the official answer right here. And we're going to find out if we got a smoker in here as a smoking gun, as in being able to nail it to the wall once and for all. And I hope it is not an unknown, because, you know, guys, when those Hollywood studios want to keep a secret, they really know how to keep a secret. So, with that in mind, the official answer is that's right, real. Thanks to our man Chris over at 3C Films channel, we have the smoking gun everybody's looking for. Chris wasn't able to get a peep out of Warner Brothers, you know, the guys that are making the movie, but was able to nail it down with a great discovery in the merch department. In a preview of some new official merch related to the movie, toy maker Funko Pop included a visual of Mechagodzilla in the collection.
Well, you can see him right there, pretty clear. Don't know what other kind of confirmation we need now that Mechagodzilla, RoboCop Godzilla, is showing up in this movie.
Wow, that was some really good sleuthing by Chris over there at 3C Films. You know, he runs a great channel over there. Guys, if you get a chance, if you don't know him, I'm going to leave a link down in the description box. Hop over there, check him out. But listen, don't pump him up too good when you go over there. I mean, too much, because could go to his head. Know what I mean? Coming up, we have a strange UFO picture from Los Angeles and a story about the world's first hotel in a giant helicopter, so don't go anywhere. Now, about this strange UFO story that came out of Los Angeles this week. The story and the picture that goes with it were first sent in by Fernando Gomez, CD Productions, and Galaxy Nathan Val, just to name a few. Fernando Gomez wrote, "Is this UFO picture real or fake?" Fernando, I want as much as anybody else to be a real UFO that gets caught on camera out there. But I gotta tell you, in my vast experience across many years dealing with UFO pictures, when there is a UFO in a picture, it usually means it's fake. The picture first popped up on the TMZ website. They reported a woman driving on a freeway near Los Angeles snapped 3 consecutive pictures of this strange alien-looking thing in the sky. TMZ did their own analysis and concluded the pictures were not, I repeat, not altered. Okay guys, so what do you think? Do you think this person going down the 101 freeway at about 70, 75 miles an hour got out their phone and took a picture of a UFO in the sky? Or do you think maybe something else was going on there, like maybe something military in nature? Or maybe it was a Hollywood movie being shot? Take a good look and let everybody know what you're thinking. Go with real if you think it's a real UFO. Go with fake if you think it was photoshopped or something else. And then there's always unknown if you don't think anyone, including me, has a solid answer. You do that and I will do this. We'll get this open and see if we have an answer here to this. I mean, there are so many of these UFO caught on cameras lately, right? I mean, it was just like last week, you know, we caught that, we did the story on that one about the blue light UFO over Hawaii. We still don't have a smoking gun on that one, but I mean, you can't even get an answer for one before another one comes along. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just because everybody's got a camera in their pocket now, you know, on their phone. Let's see what we have here. And it says, and, well, the official answer is, and you know I hate saying this word, but it's true. This one is unknown. Guys, since I don't have a solid smoking gun answer on this one, we have to leave it as an official unknown. But if you want my opinion, we are not looking at an unidentified flying object because that, to me, is not an object. What we're looking at is just smoke. If we zoom in on the picture, you see there's nothing, there's no evidence of anything solid there, just smoke. My guess is it has something to do with the military. When I pinpoint the direction the camera is pointed, it's pointed towards Vandenberg Air Force Base. The person who took the picture was here, going this direction, and right about here is the Air Force Base. And the thing in the sky, well, that's about right here. Vandenberg, in case you want to look it up, is a space launch base that performs a lot of missile tests. It's also one of the bases for America's new Space Force. Now, just a few months ago, if you remember, people caught this on their cameras in Los Angeles, and we had the whole thing about this UFO, but guess what? It was a missile launch from Vandenberg. Coming up, did the state of Texas really send out an arrest warrant for Chucky and his son? And is this picture claiming to show the first helicopter hotel for real? Up next is a rather odd news item that floated into my email box. It was sent in first by Carter Crate and says the Texas Department of Public Safety mistakenly sent out an Amber Alert, which is basically an arrest warrant, for the Chucky doll. You know that guy from the movie. Carter wrote, "I'm confused if this is real, LOL." Carter, I think this one has to be fake news for sure, right? The news item reads that the alert said this, that the Chucky from Child's Play horror series was a suspect. He is described as a 28-year-old with red auburn hair, blue eyes, stands 3'1", and weighs 16 pounds. Oh, come on, who wrote this? The alert also listed Glenn, who is Chucky's fictional kid, as an abducted child who is 5 years old, weighs 6 pounds, and stands 2 feet 3 inches. All right, guys, what are you thinking out there? You thinking real? You thinking fake? Let the world know what you're thinking. I'm going to get out this. I don't think we should spend too much time on this. So we can get on to our next fantabulous real or fake item. Okay. Well, this might be an easy score for everybody, and, well, you know, not all of them are that hard. The official answer is real. As it turns out, the Texas Department of Public Safety did send this out not once, but 3 times, according to Channel 13 News.
DPS says the alert was a test malfunction and are working to ensure something similar does not happen in the future. Holly?
Yeah, actually, you know, I think it's pretty easy to see how this happened. I mean, you know, you probably got these like tech IT guys, you know, down in the basement, you know, they're supposed to take care of all this stuff. And well, you know, they had to run these tests. And so, you know, one of them was a Chucky fan or something like that. And so he said, hey, wouldn't it be funny for the test that, you know, we just put Chucky in there and his kid Glenn in there? But then, unfortunately, things got a little bit out of hand, and the Mr. Potato Head of the group accidentally sent this thing out to the real world, not once, not twice, but 3 times.
The Amber Alert listed the character from the Child's Play horror series as a 28-year-old suspect, quote, wielding a huge kitchen knife.
I wonder if he's still got a job. In the race to attract customers, hotels go to great lengths to stand out from the pack. There's this big ship hotel from South Korea, the Jet Hotel in Costa Rica, and even a covered wagon hotel in the US. But what about a helicopter hotel? The photo was sent in by Nami Swatch, who just wrote, is this picture for real or so fake it's funny? Nami, when I first saw this thing, I was like, you know, so fake it's funny. But then the more I thought about it, I go, wow, you know, that would be really cool. The helicopter could take you to like some awesome places like mountaintops, glaciers, or even tiny islands where it would land and keep you comfortable during your stay. I did some looking around on the internet and did find a bunch of photos. Apparently, a guy named Alvin Farley has spent 5 years converting the world's largest helicopter into a hotelicopter. It's based on a Soviet Mil V-12 helicopter. It features 18 rooms and offers 14-day tours of California, Alaska, and Hawaii. There's even a video of its first test flight. Wow, if that thing's real, that is definitely going on my bucket list right away. But only if the food's good. Okay, guys, take another look here and let the world know what you think. Real, fake, or unknown? While you get your head around that, I am going to get my hands around this, and we're going to find out what we got here. You think you got this one right? This one could go either way, but, you know, hey, listen. If they're not doing it already and somebody made that, maybe it was like one of those fan-made videos, I think somebody's going to be getting into it really quick. It is just too good of an idea to pass up. So let's see if we can, you know, book a reservation now or we're going to have to wait. And the official answer is book your reservations. Never. It's fake. According to Wired magazine, the Hotelicopter was an April Fool's joke. It was created by a hotel search engine called Vibe Agent, who wanted to change their name to Hotelicopter. Not so sure about the name. And I'm not so sure if the search engine ever succeeded, but the joke fooled millions of people all over the world. Wow, that is a funny one. All right, well, I guess it's time for my favorite fake of the week, so don't go clicking away. But before we do that, let's take a look at this week's, that's right, fan art. First up, in honor of Godzilla vs. Kong, we have Godzilla vs. Bill from who else? Godzilla vs. Kong 2007. Thanks for this one, Godzilla. I really like what you did to my hands here. Second is this SCP-96 versus Siren Head, Who Would Win by Gabriel Loray. Gabriel, I got my money on Siren Head. Very cool, thanks. Here we have the real or fake logo in an expressionistic rendition by Sienna from New Zealand. Thanks, Sienna. That's cracking good. And finally, this picture called Megalodon Bill from Danny Blue TV. Nice one, Danny. I like seeing Mothman there, too. And hey, don't forget, we have a new show every Friday, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get a shot at being first official comment and win the pin. If you have a picture and you're not quite sure whether it's real or not, send it in to me at billschannel@gmail.com and I'll take a look. Please don't leave links or suggestions in the comment section because really, the only thing that is going to do is turn me into a mega screamer screaming, "You're driving me crazy!" See you next time. And now, for my favorite fake of the week. The video was sent in by Brandon Martinez. It was posted by Action Movie Kids and called Toy Lightsaber. It's a great fake. I love it. And I especially love the fire effects. Hey, don't go away just yet. There are a whole lot more real or fakes you can look at. Just go ahead and click on one.